Aquarius, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here as always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the next week via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Aquarius. I hope that things are going well in your world. We are coming off of a new moon. We are in the waxing stages of the moon phase. There is a lot of planets in retrograde right now as well. So things in our life might be tested, challenged, etc. And the name of the game is trying to be aware, learning those lessons, having more of that bird's eye perspective, because our ego is heavily playing a role. I mean, maybe that always is, but you know, especially right now, the sun is tensely aspected to both Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn makes us do the work, and Jupiter is our fortune. It is our abundance. So there's this call to be aware of what needs changing, what is not worth your time, your energy anymore, or buying into fantasy, ideal, etc. Easy stuff, right? No, it's moving though. Here's the thing, because there is a level of awareness. You are seeing and understanding, maybe on a deeper level, more than what you've known. Neptune went direct actually this past week, meaning it came out of retrograde. And so it really gives us the opportunity to see things clearly without that fog of the illusion that we kind of sense during retrograde. So with that in mind, we'll start out with an energy cleansing, set the tone, set the intention for the reading, kind of just ground center ourselves, our energy. If you have any messages or questions you would like Spirit to answer, definitely give those over and be open to receive. That is a great way to personalize these collective readings. You can do it for any reader you like on YouTube, anywhere there's a collective reading. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, definitely hit me up. I would love to support. I also do energy healing and Ayurvedic consultations. So if you want a little more grounding and stability within your mental, emotional, spiritual, I would love to support that as well. Definitely connect. All that info is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it, Aquarius. I don't know what the F. All right, I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for the highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see, sense, understand the messages clearly, and help me to be a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, so let's get into it, Aquarius. Sorry, for some reason my words are coming out a little bit funny today. Not really. Well, Mercury's in retrograde, duh. Okay, so Mercury's in retrograde in Sagittarius, really kind of messing with technology, communication, the way that we connect with those around us. And it's definitely, Mars is also in retrograde in a fire sign, i.e. Leo. And so there is kind of a halt to places where we're getting that ego gratification from outside sources, our outside environment, meaning that and we're seeing this a little bit more this week, Aquarius, where there is tension on the surface, not as much within yourself. Like within yourself, if you're listening to your intuition, trusting your instincts, really kind of going with the flow that the changes are bringing. We are in the midst of a lot of change. Not only are we in the holiday season, we're at the end of the year. Pluto just went into Aquarius finally, which it's going to be there for the next 18 years or so. So setting those long-term cycles, long-term goals. And we're feeling the effects of that definitely on the surface this week. But as I was saying, within yourself, like you do feel strong. You feel good. There's a part of you that's confident in what you see, sense, and feel. Even if it is a little humbling, even if it is dealing with someone or something's rage, or even the rage within your own being. Here's the thing, I do feel like this rage is coming from you. What I'm hearing is it's like someone hid something from you for a long time. I feel like you might be finding this out this week. I feel like this is someone that you trusted. That's how it feels. It could be at your place of work or just someone that you rely on, that you need. I'm hearing like a partnership of some kind, like a collaboration, even just someone that you rely on and you expect a certain amount of things from. And I feel like either they lied to you or were hiding things from you. And it seems to be coming out. I feel like they were creating a lot of noise, right? To keep you distracted, or maybe that's how they kept you from not looking at what they were doing on the sidelines, right? Distracting you with a lot of lip service, right? A lot of trying to get you, just always schmoozing you is what I'm hearing. They were a child, obviously. No, I feel like there's this element of, immaturity, obviously, right? When someone has to hide, when they have to sneak around, that's something within themselves. But I feel like obviously it has directly affected you. And I feel like, and maybe even the way that you've kind of managed situations as a result of trusting them, listening to them, hearing what they had to say, it's really pissing you off, because I do feel like either it's connected to some level of abundance, whether that is your money, whether that's your time, or, just the structure, the flow of your life. Maybe more responsibility is going to fall on your plate. This is like something that you're building, something that you're growing, a labor of love. And this person or situation has kind of directly infiltrated that because they are a child. I mean, there might be children involved. Everyone's situation is going to be different. These are collective readings, so keep that in mind as we move along. Take what fits, use your discernment. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. You're showing up pretty powerfully though, Aquarius, in this situation as the Queen of Swords. I really love her energy because, she's not as much of an a-hole as the King of Swords, but she still knows how to make difficult decisions. And that is exactly what you have to make this week. I feel like you have to reevaluate what this is going to look like for you to regain your footing, your grounding, your balance. So something is not either directly affecting that abundance for you, or like getting a piece is what I'm hearing, a piece of the puzzle. I think that you have been putting a lot of energy into something, however, and there's this part of you that feels a little exhausted. This might be a tipping point, right? Like the pressure cooker type vibe where it's just like you've been plugging away, you've been putting up with a lot of BS, doing your part, what you feel, your part, your due diligence to make things happen. And then, you know, someone's not even, someone like is directly inhibiting that, right? They're directly putting up these walls, these barriers. And then I also feel like there does look like there's some selfishness in the mix of it. Their true colors are coming out. We've been seeing this a lot throughout the collective, and it's because they've been making their own choices, their own steps, i.e., why they have been hiding something from you, trying to get you not to look too hard at them or at a situation. You know, and here's the thing, it feels like once you find out, if you haven't already, or when you find out, it's like, or if, you know, it's really hurtful. It's really disappointing, again, because you put a certain amount of trust and faith in this person. But I feel like you've had to contend with a lot of energies like this lately, Aquarius. People, situations that, not that they're ganging up on you, but it might feel that way a little bit, or like people are against you, and you kind of have to hold your own. There's also a lot of fire and water element, so reactionary in the astrology is what I'm saying. Sorry, didn't complete that thought. In the astrology, so it's reactionary energy. It is when something provokes something within you. There is this response, and not good, bad, right, or wrong, because I do feel on some level this is justified. Yes, I do think some of it is coming from pent up emotions, feelings, not fully divulging your thoughts, your needs in situations. Not specifically that this person would give it to you, because I don't see them paying attention to you at all. I see them in their own world, focused on their own stuff, what they have going on. And this is that part of you that's feeling like, what the fuck, right? You know, like, what about me? Or what about what we have going on? Or like, why aren't you? And you're starting to see, fill in the pieces, right? You're starting to fill in some of the gaps. But it does look like change is happening irregardless within yourself. You know that you have to restructure this. You know you have to restructure this, or else it's not gonna work. It's not sustainable is what I'm hearing. And I feel like part of you is going to take a break for a little bit. I think that's appropriate. You know, we're in the holiday season. Things are super busy in general anyway. So there is a call, I should say, in the astrology, in the collective, to eliminate, simplify, take things off your plate. Don't add more responsibilities. Do what you got to do to get by. You know, enjoy the abundance, but don't, you know, sacrifice your soul for it. It can be hard to do. It's, yeah, finding that balance. I love that temperance came out. It is a perfect description of finding that balance, not letting the overwhelm overtake you. And you know that, you know, here's the thing. I feel like because this person is a little immature, they are coming back around. It does show that. Because I feel like other things of theirs are not working out. Maybe places where they've left you behind, left you out in the proverbial cold, or just not informed you, you know, kind of went and did their own thing. It's going to start biting them in the butt. And I do see that they want to start fresh, or they want a new chance, a new opportunity. But for you, in order to make that happen, I think that, like, you're really looking at this like, well, things have got to change. Like, things have got to change. I do feel like they are more amenable to make changes, i.e. they will be flexible to some capacity. However, this is forcing you to see them in a completely new perspective, in a completely new light. And It's forcing you to look at things differently about how you actually want things to look. Because if this person, situation turns around, does the same thing over and over and over again, well, what's the effing point, right? Like, why bring them back in? And that's essentially what your wisdom is telling you, right? What's the Einstein, that definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I'm not saying that to hate. I have done that too many times that I'd like to admit in my life, but we do it, right? It's human nature. We want to believe in the best. And I feel like you gave a lot of trust to this person, situation, individual, and that's why it feels just like so effing annoying, so frustrating, like a little bit of that next level. But again, there is those pearls of wisdom is what I'm hearing. Making sure that you are remaining soft and sweet through the process, that temperance. I do see you going with the flow. Well, you can choose. You can choose whether you want to or not. Things are happening that you don't like, but you're gonna be better off if you switch your perspective on where those shortcomings are coming through from this person, this situation. Because there is, and we've been getting this a lot, and this is what I love about Pluto and Aquarius. It's allowing us to connect with our wish fulfillment, our desires, like the life we actually want to be living, and not some like half-ass BS, right? Like, and recognizing that in order to get there, in order to have that, we need to say no to the people, situations that just are, yes, exactly, are effing poisonous, 100%. Sorry, the cards never lie. I apologize for my foul language as well. Like, I feel like it's, I'm not making excuses. I feel like it's reminiscent of your energy and how you feel about this situation. It does make you want to cuss up a storm because it's a little ridiculous. That's how it feels. Like, it feels, like I said, someone just directly misled you for their own gain. And yes, I think they would justify, I think there's a lot of excuses for why they're doing it, but I guarantee you they knew what they were doing in the process. So hopefully this reading helps. Hopefully it gives you some insight. Not meant to scare anyone. I know that, I believe that if it resonates with you, you'll know, and it's not going to be news, right? Because you're the one experiencing it. So thank you so much for your time and energy. Always, Aquarius. Definitely drop comments below if it does resonate. I love to hear, or just connect, share in a little love, little TLC. No, I so appreciate all the love and support you bring to the channel, and I am sending it back your way.